OKC should be buyers at the trade deadline to make sure they can defend their title because it's not set in stone anymore that they are the best team in the West.
It's definitely not set in stone anymore that they're the best team in the West. I would say if I'm OKC, you clearly have some sort of long-term plan about how to make these three salaries fit together. You have all these draft picks to replace guys like Dort and Caruso and Hartenstein when they age out. So I think you got to just ride this out and hope that your guy Jalen Williams, who was almost MVP of the finals last year and a third-team All-NBA guy, gets over whatever kind of hand/shoulder injury stuff that's making him be terrible from the outside. I think that the improvement the Thunder will make is guys like Hartenstein and Caruso coming back healthy and Jalen Williams improving a little bit. I don't think they're going to make a move. Presti only traded for Gordon Hayward a couple of years ago, and they hadn't even won a title yet. Like, he's just not a guy that's going to make a big move, I don't think.
Yeah, I agree. That's where I was going. I think Jalen Williams is their big move. He's still kind of rounding out into form. He'll be back. You want that cohesion there. Chris, you're all about cohesion and wanting to win. Do you think they need to make a move?
If it's the right move, right? Like, I think, but yes, buy. I'm always going to be for a team that's attempting to make more of an impact and get further into the playoffs, right? I hate tanking. So
correct.
It's almost always going to be like, yes, improve your team at the deadline for this year. That's what it's there for.
All right, and our last little quick deadline questions here. I just need a quick yes or no. We're going to start with Rod, then go to Chris. Will Ja Morant be traded? Yes or no, Rod? Chris?
No.
I don't think so either. I think they're going to wait till the offseason. Anthony Davis, Rod. Chris?
Yes, for shits and giggles.
Okay. I don't know why anyone would trade for Anthony Davis right now, or honestly ever, to tell you the truth. Jonathan Kuminga, Rod.
I got to say no on that one. If somebody wanted Jonathan Kuminga, it's basically been a fire sale from Amazon for like a year and a half, and nobody's tried to jump on that. So I got to say no.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with them because they could have had him already. So no.
Obviously, he'll have to be a part of that Giannis trade if the Warriors get Giannis. So I'm going to say no, though. I don't think he's going to be traded either. Michael Porter Jr., who is the belle of the ball. Everyone wants him, mostly because, ironically enough, he is the only person that can be traded right now that is not injured. Weird. I think he's going to be traded. Rod, do you think he's going to be traded?
I think that every potential NBA owner and general manager should look up Michael Porter Jr.'s podcast appearances before this NBA season kicked off and steer clear of Mr. Porter Jr. All right? I'm going to say no.
And finally, Chris, Michael
yes.
Porter Jr.
Yes.
Okay, he's going to be traded. And finally, the Knicks, they're back on a little bit of a run. There was a little danger there for 2 weeks. Maybe we'll hear about the Knicks later. Karl Anthony Towns, Rod, is he going to be a Knick or not?
Yes, he will be a Knick because the Knicks will not trade for anybody. Did you notice that I said no for every trade scenario, Jim?
Yeah, I did. So you don't think it's going to be a very big trade deadline, huh? You think
Ladies
we've already
and
seen the
gentlemen,
big one? I'm
going to call my shot now, okay? Two players will be traded at the deadline, and they will be traded from the same exact team. Congratulations to Jose Alvarado and Sadiq Bey for getting off of a sinking ship in New Orleans, because these are two guys that make no money, and they're about the only dudes that could help out a contender-type team as a 7th, 8th guy off the bench and get some playoff minutes, and it's actually easy to trade with them with the insane rule structure the NBA has created with these.
Rod, for extra points, who are they going to be traded to?
I think that Alvarado is going to end up in Minnesota because Minnesota needs a little bit of ball handling help. He helps with defense, which is something else that Minnesota really, really likes an awful lot. And I think Sadiq Bey is a really sneaky, underrated dude. I think that guy could fit on any team. Good. I mean, he's decent enough at defense. He rebounds a little bit. He can spot up and hit threes from the corner. Like, anybody that gets Sadiq Bey should be happy.
Watch him go to Oklahoma City.